Hello, welcome to DK Bowl Chat. I'm glad you're here. This is my favorite time when I'm creating is a blank canvas. Just having a blank canvas, there's endless opportunities and I can create pretty much anything, no limit. This step is my favorite time. I'm going to start a painting that's going to be acrylic and oil. And instead of starting way in the way back of it, like I'm not going to start way far off, I'm going to start with what's in the foreground because I want to put texture there. And what I see in the foreground is a little rock formation. So I'm going to start drawing that in. And it doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, it can grow over time. It's fine. We're not worried about perfection here. Usually if you look at things in nature, I mean, they're perfect. I love fractals. They're perfect even in their imperfectness. So it's great. This is on Highway 101 going towards Lincoln City. And it's over on the right in Oregon, right side of the freeway. So I've got pretty much the rock formation, and then the base of it's going to be up here. Come on down here. And it's got a little friend over here. We're going to draw that guy in there too. There we go. And these rocks have things growing off of them, which is fine. We'll do that. And in the picture, they're off center. This guy is not on center. So, and then it's got like ground. I mean, I don't need to put any of the ground in. I'm going to paint that in. But the whole background's going to be done in oil. But I'm going to do the foreground in acrylic because I want this to have a bit of texture. And I don't want to have a bunch of oil texture because that will take a while to dry. And I'm going to just finish drawing this in. So this guy's a little further back. The base of it's over there somewhere. And then there's a log that comes up. It's over there. It's kind of white. It'll come in later. It's a funny looking log. It looks like it's a person sort of laying on their back, arms out. I don't typically draw things in before I paint them because I can't wait to get started painting, and I know I can change it painting. Okay, so it's going to be something like that. And as it progresses, it will get better. It's a bunch of rocks in the foreground. And the rocks might have texture. So there might be texture in some of the rocks. Up here, I'm going to put a few rocks on the ground that I can paint with some acrylic. Otherwise, I'll do oil. I want to be really careful while I'm drawing in a few rocks. I want to make sure I don't do a pattern. This has got no shadow. Don't need a lot of detail in the drawing. This is going to be over this way a little bit. And maybe more. Just putting in a few of the rocks. Okay, so I've got some mixture here, and I'm going to get brown. I'm going to get some more brown, because the brown got mixed into that. I'm using Liquitex Basics, which could be student paint, doesn't matter. It's just, Liquitex is a good brand, and this has got good pigment in it. I'll let the air go back into it a little bit. There we are. I'm going to start putting in the shadow of that. rock. And I'm using a knife, so I'm loading the knife nice and flat. And you can see this is kind of too much paint right now. So I'm gonna scrape this off, and then I'm gonna just scrape off into the paint there, like so. And I don't know if that was describing it good enough, but you know what? I'm gonna do it. Just paint that in. So I'm just gonna hold it sideways and bring it down. Start putting in that rock. And anywhere that I don't want it to be, I might blend it out with a brush, but for now, I'm not too concerned about it. I see a little bit of black in the foreground, and I will put black over there too. But for now, I'm just doing a little bit of brown that I see. It works really well if you load it correctly. The brush, or the knife, that is. Okay. I'm going to use the thinner part of the knife, loading in the brown. And anywhere that I don't want the paint to be, I'll show you in just a minute. We'll take it off. I have a small round brush. I'm gonna get that wet, and then I'm gonna take off the excess paint where I don't want it to be. Anywhere I went outside the lines. And this has brush strokes that are going this way. I need to take that and make it go the other way. So I have another knife I'll use, it's smaller. There we go. I'm really glad you're here with me today. I'm gonna sharpen that up a bit with a brush. Do you paint? Are you an artist? Do you paint? Or what do you do? I would love to hear what you do for a living. So I'm coming in here with a wet brush and just moving the paint around. It doesn't have to be completely removed, but I'm going to take off the excess. We'll do a little watercolor in here too. I'm just moving it around. But what I've done is put a thicker amount of paint on the rock itself. I need to take it off the edge here. yeah, I'm so glad you joined me today, and I'm hoping you'll join me on the next video of this rock that's off in the landscape on the way. It's on the way to Lincoln City in Oregon from Portland, and it's on Highway 101. And so with this pencil that I'm using, I'm going to show you that. I'm going to point this out. The pencil will move as well with water, and not that I want it to, but that's something I've learned over time. I'm just using the edge of the brush to sharpen up the edges here. I'm sure the top of that rock is not perfectly flat. I'm just move that around. I'm going to make a little bit of lighter color next time. And what I'm doing right now is just looking at the texture and making sure it's going the direction I want it to. So what I see is the rocks are going, they're the up and down, not side to side. So I'm going to do that. And I will be adding more color. I'm going to add so many layers of color to this, and it's going to be great. And I was super excited to start this, and I'm glad you're here, like I said. So please like the video, please subscribe to my channel, and please join me for the next one of this episode, well, this series of painting the Oregon coast. It's a little view off of the Oregon coast. Okay, God bless you, my friend, and I will see you in the next video. Okay.